I recently did a live Q&A on van life and alternative living. One question I was asked is, what is it really like behind the Instagram version of this lifestyle, van life? I thought this was a really important question. I know a lot of people are seriously considering escaping the rat race and the system, and one way of doing that is to downsize, minimalise and move into a van. And why not? There are plenty of people on social media who have done just that, and a lot of them portray a wonderful lifestyle of freedom, travel and adventures. But we are cynical creatures, and quite rightly so. We all know that most of what we see on social media is fake. No one can blame you for hesitating. What if you sell up everything and then hate it? What if the dream you've been sold is all a lie? I've been thinking a lot about this recently, about the negative side that's not portrayed on social media. And for a while, I couldn't really come up with anything other than the obvious negative, which is the limitation on space. But then I sat in this very seat thinking about the downside, and I remembered all of the financial hits that I've taken for the sake of the upkeep of this van, and the fact that there is just always something that needs fixing. As I'm talking to you now, I have this electric heater on and I don't have hot water. And it's been snowing this week too. It's really cold. I'm on my third diesel heater since owning this van, and it's broken again. So I thought I'd make this video for all of you out there considering van life but wanting to know about the downsides too. This isn't going to be a negative video though. I love van life, but no lifestyle is perfect. So let me tell you about my experiences. I purchased this van in June 2024 for £9,000. It's a 2004 Mercedes Sprinter long wheelbase with about 160,000 miles on the clock when I bought it, I think. It was already converted. I moved into it straight away, and I've been living in it now full time for around 18 months. For my very first trip, I took it to France, and it very nearly didn't get me home. It developed a mechanical issue, meaning it wouldn't go over 40 miles an hour. I booked it in at the garage when I got back, only to discover a whole host of problems, and some were even dangerous. The rear brake caliper was hanging on by a thread, the shock absorbers were gone, there was a whole list. I remember the mechanic reeling off the list of problems over the phone, and my heart just sank. Even though it supposedly came with a clear MOT and service, it cost me £2,500 just to make it roadworthy and safe. When the MOT came round again, it failed due to rust, and it was bad. The sills on both sides, front to back, needed welding, and that cost me around another £2,000. And then moving on to the inside of the van, the original Webasto heating and hot water system that I had broke beyond repair after a few months. Temporarily, I put in a Chinese diesel heater just so that I had some heat, because this was last winter. So I had heat but no hot water. Fortunately, I was staying in one place at the time at my dad's, so I could use the house for showering. But before I hit the road again, I knew I needed a new hot water and heating system. So I purchased the Bobble Vans system. Now, I hear really good things about this system online, but honestly, it's caused me nothing but problems. And I think it's because I connected it to a Chinese diesel heater, not their brand of diesel heater. Even though they claim it does work with most Chinese diesel heaters, as I say, I've had nothing but problems with it since I put it in there. So a tip for you, if you do end up getting the Bobble Vans heating and hot water system, purchase their heater with it, or get a Truma, which is what I did next after the Bobble system packed up completely. Only the Truma is still sitting in the shed, and I'm still sitting here without hot water and proper heating. And that's because putting the Truma in properly will mean ripping out out most of the van to replace the ducting under the floor and under the bathroom. So that's a bigger job than I anticipated. So now I'm back to seeing if I can fix the bobble system, as using the electric heater all the time costs an absolute fortune. In terms of cost for all of that, the first replacement diesel heater was only £70. That was the Chinese diesel heater. The bobble system and diesel heater that I subsequently got was £645, and the Truma was £1,700. And so far, my dad and brother have helped me with everything, fitting everything and fixing things for me, which has saved me a fortune in labour costs. But I have a feeling that I will need to spend quite a bit more if I do end up getting that Truma fitted, just because of the amount of work that's going to take. Then there's the batteries. Right now I'm plugged into the mains, so it's not a problem, but I've got two AGM leisure batteries that are 195 amp hours each. These were supposedly new when I bought the van, but they're not holding a charge at all now. So if I'm not plugged into the mains, I don't have power, and that's only within 18 months. So the cost of two new batteries will be around £300 before fitting if I put in AGM and not lithium. Lithium would be a lot more. Just to say as well, I have spent a lot more than that upgrading the van. I upgraded the toilet from a chemical to a composting. I fitted solar and a few other bits cosmetic, but I'm only really focusing on the upkeep, the maintenance and the essentials for this video, because everything else, that was kind of optional. So everything I've mentioned there for the upkeep, the heating and the batteries and everything, that totals £7,215 just for upkeep over an 18-month period. Having lived in a house that I owned for 7 years, there is no doubt that houses are more reliable. The only thing I had to do for upkeep during the 7-year period that I owned that house was replace the boiler. But, and here's what puts this into perspective, my mortgage payments alone were £9,540 per year. The bills that I had there that I don't have now were £2,180 per year, not including gas and electric, because I do have that now, only it's not as much. So I was paying nearly £12,000 a year every year, which means van life has still been cheaper for me. Plus, my big van expenses are one-offs. I don't expect to have to worry about the rust for quite a while now, although I am under no illusion that there will always be something. Vans just don't age as well as houses, and this van is over 20 years old now. And I want to point out that this video is very specific to me and my costs. But in talking to other van lifers, most agree that there is always something that needs fixing on a van. Having someone handy that you know, like I do with my dad, that can help you with bits around the van will save an absolute fortune. But after I've had my little rant here about the heating costs, this lifestyle has given me so much. For the first time in my life, I feel like I have true freedom. To me, freedom means having a choice. The choice to spend my time how I want to spend it, where I want to spend it. I don't work or create content because I have to. I do it because I want to, and I like doing it. It means I can go to Spain for 3 months, or anywhere really. I'm actually thinking of going to the US soon for a road trip. Freedom is about low-level stress, high-level choice, and having joy in your life. Freedom is where every challenge is an adventure. Van life makes you think differently. It makes you feel differently. It's not without its challenges, but don't let your distrust of being missold the dream hold you back. Run micro experiments. I mean, can you hire a camper van to get hands-on experience? Or find van life meetups in your area and go along? Members of the van life community will be more than happy to share what it's really like, what their own personal challenges have been. As I said at the start of this video, this isn't a negative one, and it's really not. After all is said and done, van life really is living the dream for a lot of people. Join my email list if you want to connect and get to know more. I'll leave a link in the description. I run regular live Q&As that are completely free to join, and they're designed to give you a behind the scenes look I guess, at this lifestyle. If you've made it this far in the video, stick around a little longer and watch this video next. It follows on perfectly. I talk about the practicalities of alternative living.